Malung tuta Chinese, will tuta Mr. Ono-san, will tuta Marbeclav, Makota, Wara Mule Medic to Susagid and Mora, Atakla, Libdul, Chief Libdul, Haraklai, Ma Bilung, Ma Silvia, Ibira Clay, Marbek Silvia Lau, Marbek other Belau, Amaltogubets, Amora President Trigid, Surangal Junior, Ma Vice President, Ma Becladra. Olbil mar adra government trigid agote me urak turn tel mora Mr. Ono ongi mo sa tel program etiang amalungil program aklartia ngamne hotel one hotel students no participate tegil program ra 1976 so eragi mo sa tiang makung tel mai ngum sa Mr. Ono so mo start mo sa dai mansula Ono sa.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Shunsuke Ono from Embassy of Japan. I'm a chargé d'affaires of the Embassy of Japan. Today, I'm here to make miracle happen. Okay, so this, it's already mentioned, this is a reunion after 50 years, 50 years. So 1976, there was a big, unprecedented scale of big exchange program between Palau and Japan. It happened. So I'd like to explain the program, the more detail. So Mr. Clarence Masayos, he came to us last year and he was asking if we can find out the person he met in Japan 50 years ago. So I thought it was really difficult to find out at first. So I just I was not quite sure this kind of exchange program happened 50 years ago. I just couldn't believe it at first. But we actually did our research and we found out it really happened. So the organizer was called Japan-Micronesian Association. So they did a very unique exchange program. So 50 years ago, so that was before Palau's independence. Okay. So the organizer, his name is Professor Kobayashi. He spoke with the U.S. government then. I mean, trustship territory government, and he chartered airplane, one whole airplane. He's negotiated with Japan Airline, and 100 Japanese children came to Palau and did homestay, and vice versa, the other way, 100 Palauan kids visited Japan. 100, okay, and they did homestay in Japan. So Mr. Clarence is one of them. He's the first batch of the group. So this program basically, 1976 was with Palau. And the next year, it was with, I think it was Chuk. Just a moment. Chuk, yes. And 1978, it was with Saipan. And in 1978 with Ponape. And in 1980, it came back to Palau again. So with Palau, this exchange program was done 3 times. So that means 300 Palauan kids visited Japan by this program. So now I'm trying to do the reunion of the Japanese people and the Palauan people who participated in this program this summer, because it will mark 50th anniversary of this program. So Mr. Clarence is one of them, so he's really keen to do this. So I spoke with Professor Kobayashi, and I'm going to meet him again in late March. So we'd like to make this happen. But before that, we would like to identify those who participated in this program. So so far, Mr. Clarence already identified some of them, but we'd like to know more people who participated in this program. So that's why I'm going to explain what really happened. So that could help you to remember the program. If you participated in this program, that you should remember what happened, because it was a huge event for you 50 years ago, but still 50 years, but it must be a big event. So I'm going to show you some pictures. But also, if you know someone who participated in this program, please also contact Mr. Clarence. So we want to do some reunion event this summer. Okay. So, can I continue?
Sure.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. So in 1976, as I mentioned, first group of Palawan kids, 100 Palawan kids, they were selected from each state. So we do have a list, but we only have names. So that's why we'd like to ask you to contact Mr. Clarence. So, okay, so I just would like to explain the detail of the program, okay? I can tell you exactly the detail. So 1976, okay, just a moment, 15th of August, okay, the group arrived in Tokyo and they had orientation first. And on the second day, they visited 3 places. One is in Japanese Parliament House, and the other one is a Japanese public broadcast called NHK Studio. And the third one is Kasumigaseki Building, which was the tallest building in Tokyo back then. Now it's not so tall, but back then it was the tallest building in Tokyo. So I can show you the So this is a Japanese Parliament House. So this stays the same, even 50 years ago and today. There's no difference. So if you're familiar with this place, you must have visited here. You must be one of the participants of this program 50 years ago. So this is the first place that the group visited. Okay. And the next day, the group moved to another place in Tokyo. It's called Shinagawa Skate Center. So Palawan people experienced ice skating.
Ice rink.
Ice rink. So Mr. Clarence clearly remembers, because it's a very unique experience for Palawan people. I don't think you can do that here.
Ice like that.
So I can show you. This is a skate center, of the picture of the skate center, Shinagawa Skate Center. And I hope it is working. Is that working? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So according to this record, the Japanese Olympian did the demonstration and explained how to do skating. Yeah. Anyway, so after that, okay. After that, the group visited Ueno Zoo. Okay. This,
I remember that.
He remembers that. So this is a place. Let's also. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the first time you see panda bear.
Yes, panda
bear.
Yeah, panda unfortunately returned to China now, but
Yeah, they say they'll take pictures.
Yeah. So Ueno Zoo is still there. Yes, it's even today. It's still there. It's a very big zoo in Tokyo. But well, like he said, there was a panda from China.
China.
Yes, and also a lot of different animals. So it must be a very unique experience. And according to the record, during the visit to the zoo, some of the students, maybe a couple of students and the chaperones, paid a courtesy call to the governor of Tokyo. So maybe you are not one of them. Okay, yeah. But it seems like that. So the governor of Tokyo then, Mr. Minobe. And after that, what happened? They experienced a Japanese subway train, according to this.
Shinkansen.
Not Shinkansen, it's a subway.
Subway.
Yeah, it's much smaller. But I do have a picture of the, okay. Palawan kids in Japanese train or subway.
Yeah, subway.
Subway, yeah. So in Tokyo, there are so many subway lines. You don't have to drive a car. It's really convenient. It's all connected. So even back then, 1970s, it was already there are so many subway trains. Anyway, so next day, the group visited the place called Hakone, which is around 100 kilometers the west of Tokyo. It's very famous for hot springs. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember?
I remember that.
Yes. Okay.
Hot baths.
Yes. So the group must have visited this place. This is the top of Hakone area. There's a
You get on a cable car like
Yes.
that. Yeah, you go up.
there's a lake called Ashinoko Lake. This is you can see the Mount Fuji.
Yeah.
And this is a very kind of famous, very popular tourist spot with people from Tokyo. It's just 1 hour, so it's very close. So anyway, the group took a cable car to the higher mountain.
Yeah.
Probably you remember.
I remember that.
Yes. Yeah. And the group actually came back from the top of the mountain, and after that, they stayed in Hakone, and the next day they moved to another place, which is a little bit west of Hakone. It's called Oiso. Okay. Do you remember this?
Yeah, like a beach.
Yes. This is Oiso Long Beach. It's still there. Okay. So this is a hotel with a big swimming pool, huge.
And red waves. And right of waves.
Yeah.
Waves.
Just along the beach. So it has a big swimming pool. So, but this is for Palawan people. It's not so unique, I suppose. But this is
a big, it's like water, yeah.
Yeah,
it's not ocean.
Of course, for Japanese, this place used to be very, very popular. Yeah. Anyway, after Oiso Long Beach, the people went back to Tokyo, and the next day, the group visited the amusement park called Toshimae. Okay, I'm going to show you.
It's like a Disneyland.
Sort of, yes.
Disneyland is a park.
Yeah.
Amusement park.
Amusement park called Toshimae.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Toshimae is closed now. Now this place is changed into a Warner Studio. It's about the Harry Potter's theme park now. But Toshimae used to be very, very popular. So group visited here. So
yeah, I remember that.
You remember that?
Yeah.
Yes. So after Toshimae, this is a kind of highlight of the group's visit. They visited a junior high school called Yoyogi Junior High School, and there was an exchange event there. So I have a picture of this.
The mochi.
Yes. I hope it works. It's black and white, so it's a little bit difficult to see. But the music band played, and the gathering, and the campfire.
Fun part, yeah.
And the highlight was probably rice cake pounding, mochitsuki. Mochitsuki. So
I think that's me, but I cannot see in the picture.
He believes the one is doing rice pounding should be
I
here.
remember pounding the mochi.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, so very highly likely. But this is a kind of a highlight of the group's exchange visit. So after that, basically that was a final event, and they left Japan. But during their stay in Japan, they did homestay. So they were with the Japanese host family. So spare time, they visited the different places. So for him, Mr. Clarence visited a Japanese movie theater. So he saw a lot of Japanese movies and Japanese action movie. And in the action movie, he saw a Japanese actor called Shiba Shinichi. Shiba Shinichi, yes. So at first he thought Mr. Chiba is the person who he met. So that's why originally he came to me and please find out Mr. Chiba. But he just kind of mix it up with the actor's name and the person's name. So, well, there are lots of Mr. Chiba in Japan, so it's still difficult. But Mr. Chiba Shinichi is a very famous actor, but unfortunately he passed away already. So, but anyway, we don't have the name of the person he met in Japan. But now we are trying to find out the Japanese people who participated in this program. So I met Professor Kobayashi, who organized this program last year, and I'm going to meet him very soon. And he's looking for those who participated in this program in Japanese side. But again, it's not so easy to find out 100 people from in Tokyo. I mean, there are almost 20 or 30 million people in Tokyo. So, and 50 years ago, so 100 people, it's not so easy, but he's working on it. So I hope he can identify maybe, I don't know, 10 or 20 people. And if they can visit Palau in July or August, or they cannot even visit here, maybe we can do online reunion meeting. So it's 8%. Yeah, if we can do that, it is wonderful to do that. So, and also from Palau side, perhaps it's a little bit easier to find out 100 people in Palau. But still 50 years has already passed. So it's not so easy, but he already identified some people from the list. So
Already, so maybe after I can call them out. Maybe they're watching.
yeah. So please, if you are the one who participated in this program, please contact him so we can tell you his contact later. Or if you know someone who participated in this program, please identify yourself to Mr. Clarence. So it'll be a very interesting event. 50 years of reunion. So it is a kind of miracle. At first, I just couldn't believe it. So, but it could happen. So, well, I still believe we can do that. It can happen. So this summer, will mark the 50th anniversary. So again, okay, so I can show you some photographs which are sent to me from Professor Kobayashi. Yesterday, I got a lot of photographs, so I cannot show you all of them, but I printed out some of them. So maybe you might find yourself or someone you know, your maybe father or mother, maybe. So I just try. Let me try some of them. Just a moment. Okay, start from here. This is a picture of the Palau kids. I don't know the location, but it must have been taken in Tokyo, somewhere in Tokyo. Okay.
I know that guy there. He's Damien.
Oh,
He's Damien from IKEA, the young guy. So he went with us. He went. Yeah, I remember his name is here.
Oh, okay. So you can already identify Damien.
Identify him.
Okay.
But the lady, I don't. I gotta figure it out.
Okay, so move on to next thing. Oh, this is a arrival of the Palau kids at the airport. Oh.
Yeah, that's the one with the Masay. He's a composer of Palauan song. I remember him. He went with us. He was one of the chaperones.
He is a chaperone.
Yeah, he was a chaperone.
Oh, okay.
He composed a lot of Palauan songs. Yeah, he's a pretty good guy. Yeah. We miss him. He passed us.
Yeah, he's passed away. Yeah, but yeah, maybe you might find.
Yeah, him and Dr. Yuji. Dr. Yuji was one of the person with us. He's passed on already.
Okay, so I have some more. So this one, it's black and white, so it's a little bit difficult to see. But there are a lot of faces, so boys and girls. So yeah, maybe they are not boys and girls anymore, but today. But 50 years ago,
Years ago, yeah.
And this is
At my age.
yeah. So this is a kind of a picture with what boy's face. So can you see it? So well, you don't know him. You can.
No,
Hmm.
I don't remember him.
But anyway, no problem. There are some girls.
Yeah, the other pictures that we have, I saw some of the girls and guys. I remember them, but they were in my group, so I remember them. But some of them I met already, and so yeah.
Okay. So let's try another one. So this one is little bit, the color is bit, it's not really clear. So I hope it's okay.
Yeah, keep on. You can see it, huh?
Okay. So just I have some. This is little bit color is a bit weak, but I don't know. I hope it works.
Let's see if I can service.
Oh yeah, I can see so well. It's a little bit weak, but still we can see. Okay. Well, maybe this is the last one. The girl is talking to, I don't know, it's a kind of a receiver or something. But obviously, she's in a bus, sightseeing bus. Maybe on the way to Hakone or.
Yeah, there was maybe about four or five buses that we were all on different bus with different chaperones on each bus, and yeah.
So, if you know someone or if you yourself participated in this program, please identify yourself and please call. Sorry.
You lean back, so
Oh, okay. So, yeah. So if you know someone or if you yourself participated in this program, please identify yourself. Okay. So, and also these pictures about the kids visited Japan, but also, as I mentioned, there are lots of host families who had Japanese kids. So if you or your family received Japanese kids 50 years ago, also please identify yourself. You are the one of the kind of alumni. So please enjoy this opportunity. So host families, most of the host family could not go to Japan according to this book. So but received Japanese kids. So same number, 100 Japanese kids were here. So
Yeah, I say.
yeah. So this is one of the picture of the farewell to host family. So Japanese kids were crying and host mother was also crying. So this kind of scene must have been seen all over. I mean, everywhere. So also host family. We are looking for host family as well. Okay, so this is another information is 1980s, the second group, President Whips. He's one of the participants. We already, second group, yes, not the first one, yes, second group. We found out his name, Slanger Whips Jr. Is that him? Or there's a person with the same name? But it seems like that, President Whips. And second group paid courtesy call to Japanese crown prince. Them. Maybe your group, unfortunately, the first time couldn't do that, but Imperial Crown Prince, so they paid courtesy call. So Imperial Crown Prince, now he was already kind of he's not an emperor anymore, but he's still retired. Yes, but
The son,
yes, son is
the
emperor. Yes, now yes, but according to this book, since the 1980s, the second group, they have been paying courtesy call every time they visit Japan. But unfortunately, the first group didn't. But anyway, so this is the
that's the
information I have.
Okay. Well, if I can, Mr. Ono, I just want to mention some of these guys because these guys were in my group. So I have the song Suma was one of the guys, Fenali Sakli, Sherman Daniel, my friend Tim Koshiba. He's in the States right now. He lives in Arizona. Yeah, I remember him. Fabian ER. I get Meltel from Ngaltangat. He's from Gayang. He was from Gayang too, from here. Some of the guys here, Jerome, Tamangil, Hiro Hito, who else was here? Friend of Stuart, Astu, he passed on. One of my friends, very good friends with me and Tim. He passed on. Damien Ikea, that's the kid that was on that picture there. Yeah, and then Fabian ER. So it's just some of the guys that we have. And the girls that we have Vivienne Rafritz. I think she lives in Guam. She's like she was a flight attendant before. She's retired. She's one of them. Jane Olsudong, I think she passed. I'm not sure. Pilar Hideo, Maria Pilar, Sinta Idoong, from Newal. She was one of the group. Marina Udu. Who else is that I know from here? Leia Pedro, Margot Nakamura, Sally, Rita Sally. Can I just read some of these names? Yeah, Rita Sally, Jeanette Ramarui, Verna Silmai. I think Verna is in the States, if I remember correctly. Frances Minor, Bernice Alus, Hartini, Sikyang was one of the girls there. Mary Ann Sung, Mary Ann, Sophie, Sophia Alan Sid's wife. She was one of the girls that was with us. Cindy Troll, Brenda Ngiromle, she passed. Some of these people passed that I know of. I'm not sure about these people. So Daniel, Sherman Daniel was he's my friends, my classmates from high school. He went with us, but he was with a different school then, with another school. So these are some of the guys. And then also just recognize some of the chaperones, if that's okay, Mr. Ono. Like I said, Dave Mirmidol, she was the public information officer there. He came with us. Dr. Yuji, Emil Marui, I know him. He was the educator guy. And then he's still here. He's kind of getting old too. He's my uncle there. Yimse, Ezekiel, Isaias Ngirailamsang, the teacher. Oh, can I tell you a story about this guy real quick? This guy, we were on a bus. At the time, there was no bridge. So we had to go on a ferry boat. So like every time we go there, we have to wait on the Goro side, and then they take us the ferry boat. Then we go to the Irai side. So on the day when we left, we went there parking. There's a lot of cars, so we parked there, and all of a sudden it rained. Big rain, just like yesterday. So everybody was quiet. Like wow, we cannot see. And then he said, "Oh, looks like we're not gonna go today." Everybody was like, "What?" And it's like, looks like our trip is canceled because of the rain. He was just joking, right? So everybody was like, "Oh no, we're not gonna go." And then, a little bit later, it clears out, and then we were able to go on the I-Rise side. And so that's one of the stories I remember clearly there. So, yeah, some of these guys. So I give them my number. Yeah, my number is if you want to contact me about this, so we can kind of make a group and see how we're gonna do this. So I need your help. And my number is 775-2609. Yun ang number nga. Email nga ka ngiwaler@gmail.com. So if you want to contact me, call say, and then let's get together. Whoever's still here in Palau, and kind of make plans with Mr. Ono here when he comes back from Japan, and see if we can do something about this. That's 50 years ago. Us, pretty long time. Yeah, we made it so far. So we need to do this. Makbal encourage sa tilagi friend nga ngartyang Sherman, makulang living ngartyang finale. May dusong no say please I made what that. Matrigay the deal ngartya. Let's get together. Masiskara more. Let's get together and then see if what can we do. We'll go up, make plans. So we need everybody. And then we'll see what we can do. Yeah, for this this 50th anniversary. Yeah, reunion. Wow, we made it so far. So far so good. Okay.
Well, this program, as I mentioned, that it was started by Professor Kobayashi Izumi. He's founder of Japan Micronesian Association. So he strongly believes that grassroots human exchange, the people-to-people exchange, should be the key to strengthen the bilateral relation. So back then he was around 25 years old. He was very young, and he was so determined. So he started this project from with strong kind of his will. So like as I mentioned, he directly spoke to the U.S. Embassy in Tokyo, and also Japan Airline. Well, and also luckily he found some sponsors from Japanese private companies. So of course we need money to do this kind of big project. So of course he was able to find out some Japanese private company. So that's why he could continue this project for 12 years. But of course, this level of project, of course, as I mentioned, it's a lot of money is needed. So, Professor Kobayashi told me that he wanted to do this forever, but unfortunately, the financial situation, did not allow him to continue this for 20 years or 30 years. So that's why it stopped. But he did, as I mentioned, 4 countries 3 times, and 12 years. So he thought it was he's done a lot. So 1987. So he just thought he could stop here, but this program left a lot of things, a lot of memories or the bonds between Japan and the Pacific. So ideally he wanted to continue, but probably it was too difficult for him to continue that. So maybe he could not find sponsors anymore. But anyway, but I still think that he did this project for 12 years. That's something. It's great. This level of project. Yeah. So I think it's 12 years. It's such a long time for this kind of project to continue.
My next question is, what opportunities are available for Palauan students today who want to study in Japan?
Well, we do have a scholarship program called Next Scholarship Program. So it's fully funded by the government of Japan, Ministry of Education of Japan. So we will start our recruitment very soon. So this is, we do this every year. Okay. So we have several different categories, or undergraduate or technical college or master's degree. And you can check our website or contact us. We can give you more detail. But I just want to tell you one thing. Last 2 years, unfortunately, we could not find the students who can go to Japan. So we do have one spot available for Palau students, but unfortunately we could not fill this spot for last 2 years. The 2 years ago, it was we already selected one applicants, but unfortunately, Japanese side and the applicants' family affairs, because of that, the visit was cancelled. But last year we could not find the suitable applicants, so please apply. Because we do have a spot, but it was not filled last 2 years. So it's unfortunate. So of course, studying in Japan, language is probably the barrier, of course. Yeah, but well, some universities have a course in English, speaking English. So of course, it's better to speak Japanese, but don't be afraid. I mean, you can go to Japan. But there are lots of mutually common words between Japanese and Palauans. 1,200 words. The mutually the same. Like a daijoubu, tokubetsu, tsukare naosu, a lot of things. So I mean, Palauan people have advantage. So of course, even if you don't speak Japanese, you think you think you don't speak Japanese, but you do already speak some Japanese words already. Yasai, for example, nappa and wishi. Yeah. So you speak Japanese already.
That's true, huh? Yeah. That's very true. Yeah, when we went there, we can relate to what, we can pick up words here and there. Even now,
So also we have some short stay program, a Genesis program, and the APIC program. So please contact us. We do have a lot of short stay invitation program. So we have our local staff, Beros-san. She can explain. So sorry, I don't know the details.
Yes, so if you are interested in going to Japan, the scholarship is fully funded. And if you're afraid of not having enough money, they do allow for part-time jobs. So while you're going to school, you can also do a part-time work. And if you have any questions about the scholarship, please feel free to call the embassy and ask for myself or Miss Hana, and we'll answer your scholarship questions.
Coming, Clem.
My name is Burrows. So if you have any questions, please call the Embassy of Japan and ask for myself or Miss Hana, and we'll answer your scholarship questions.
Favorite memory. Wow. I think the whole trip was something, because that's the first time I ever flew on a plane out somewhere, especially to Japan, because you watch movies and stuff like that, and you never, I didn't know how big it was. That's a big, lots of people. I think the most thing that really stick to me was the high school, where we went to the high school and spent time with the high school students there. We did the mochi, we found mochi there. And then we went ice skating. We were ice skating on there. Went to Ueno Zoo, and then the Toshimayan playground. That was like we went and riding on a train. Because, I never rode on a train before, yeah? So it's a lot of things. And the hot baths. I mean, I could say the whole trip it's really good experience, so I really encourage that. If we can continue that, I think it's very good.
What about the food?
The food, the Japanese, almost like the same food. They eat a lot of seafood, that we can eat. Some stuff, we're not used to that. It's like acquired taste, you gotta be able to use it. But the food, the soup, I like the soup. The soup is very good. I really had a good time when I was there. I that's all I can say. I think all my buddies, all my friends that went there, they were all enjoying that. We saw like the Tokyo Tower. I remember that at night. It's so tall like that. And where we used to stay, you can see it, at night. And then I remember the vending machines. Almost everywhere you go, it's vending machines. You can buy cigarettes, everything. You're like, whoa. They wouldn't let us buy cigarettes, right? But we see like they're like in corners, like you go down like that, and there's vending machines, and like soda machines. That's wow. It's like in the movies. It was, like in Tokyo was like
So
that.
vending machine it's still everywhere, but
Yeah.
also it's not. It's of course it's convenient, but well, that explains how safe Tokyo is. So
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
no vandalism.
There's no vandalism, no crime. That's one of those things that we,
That's, yeah, that's
hardly,
hardly. Yeah.
Sige na ako na mong experience.
Okay, thank you. My last question will be to the both of you. Any last message to students and parents about this program who are interested, or how can you encourage them to join the program?
I mean this program. I mean reunion.
Reunion.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, this is a kind of miracle. 50 years ago, 50 years ago, half a century ago. So I know it's difficult, but now I'm, start believing we can do something. So if I've said this many times, but if you're one of them, please identify yourself and please share your memory with us. And also, if you know someone, your family, even yourself are not a member of this group, but if you're, for example, relatives or parents, the participants of this program, you can join us. And again, also host family of Japanese students. Please identify yourself. I mean, please contact Clarence-san. And we can share the memory of 50 years ago. So a lot of Japanese kids had a very good time here and wonderful experience. So for my part, I'm also do my best to contact Professor Kobayashi and get more Japanese people who participate in this program. So hopefully we can do a reunion with Japanese people, and also, reunion among Palauan people who participated in this program. That would be wonderful.
I want to it would be good to see them 50 years later. Yeah, mal-encourage tiga friends nga ng we're friends because we were on the same trip here. Please come. Let's get together and we'll go see what we can do. If anything, we can see it's other like 50 years later. I know we're all like 60s now, maybe 50 some years old. So please, contact us in number nga, and then we can get together and make some kind of plans, like how are we gonna do this, and while we wait for Mr. Ono to come back and see what's going on after his trip to. Encourage niya, everybody should know other Siawal, Amal, respectful people, they're almost like us. We share that kind of thing. So, they're Akmal encourage other mo, Tilisoli Maskura Siawal. And then please contact nga. Send number nga again is 775-2609. You can text me or you can call me. Email nga ngiwaler@gmail.com. And then we do a group chat or something, and then we'll see what we can do with this. Yeah, 50 years later. Wow. Yeah, I feel like I'm getting there, Mr. Ono-san.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.